What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So, Keke Palmer and KeyTV released a trailer of her new series yesterday. And she was very excited about it, as you can see, from the caption. And in summary, it's about a Korean American girl who is raised by some, certain black parents. And she goes to an HBCU and all of that, okay? So if you are on social media, go to Keke Palmer Instagram page to watch the trailer. I cannot include it in here, of course, for copyright reasons, but I do have some images on the screen. So after the trailer was released, it led to a lot of backlash. I'm going to include some of the comments on the screen. And then once I get into Keke Palmer response, then I'm going to start reading some of the comments and social media reaction because I really do want to get to her response first.
Hey, you guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to chop it up real quick about this series called Southern Fried Rice that's premiering on KeyTV that is receiving some controversial feedback. Now, Southern Fried Rice was created by Nakia Stevens, and while I can't speak to her inspiration for the show, I can speak to her dedication as a creative. I mean, Nakia has written, show ran, and produced 4 shows alongside her Damn Right Originals team with KeyTV. And KeyTV has proudly invested over $500,000 on her creations. And I say that because it's not easy to obtain that kind of investment. In KeyTV, this is the ethos of the company. It's a network not just because it has stars and shows or has talent, but because it's about the people who create the shows and connecting them. I mean, we have Alex King, a black queer creator that made the short film Keep Me in Mind. We have Antoine Lachey, who created the horror story Blue Forest. We have Cousin M by a father and son duo, Rosero and Eric McCoy. Chelsea Sanders, who created Make It Make Sense and Unlabeled by Lawrence Murray. Chelsea also did Dear Keke. Look, what you like is subjective, but the support of black creatives is not. And it's a task that KeyTV takes on with pride because if you want to be a creative, you have to be able to create. And that takes money. And it's KeyTV's mission to find the funds for you to be in practice, for you to experience trial and error, and to take your projects off the page and get more than one chance to do it in action. So whether you like it all or some or none, I say give these creatives a chance to grow as we continue to grow in supporting them. So God bless you guys. And like I said, Nakia has Southern Fried Rice that's coming out most recently, but she has Nepotista, Ho and Tails, and Psychology of Fuckboys. That's also some great stuff for you to check out. Take care. Thanks for listening. Holla at your girl.
So the first comment, black women's voices are barely heard in the media. Here was a good opportunity for representation and you gave it an Asian woman. While Asians sued Ivy Leagues because they felt like the 5% of black people attending was too much, would Asians do the same for you? This is ridiculous, Keke, and frankly, disappointing. So Keke responded, the black woman being supported, and she went ahead and tagged the screenwriter. She created the show and I supported her vision. She has 3 other shows starring black women. If you prefer those, please support. Nakia is a talented creator and you don't have to like everything she does to give her a chance. God bless. Not what in the Inspector Gadget is going on here. Keke responded, girl, giving detective down. It's high key. So basically, hey, she's handling business, responding, and having fun with it. Another comment, you are tone deaf and so is your team. We are at the height of black people literally losing their civil right, and your show, instead focusing on uplifting blackness, you choose to showcase a show about an Asian woman that I'm sure will have black women shown as the aggressor and the caretakers. A show that shows an Asian woman whose people in real life fought to get affirmative action removed because they believe black people were taking their spot. And this is what your black team chooses to stand behind? Dang. I can understand to an extent the discourse, but why do we limit what black people are allowed to do? Our creatives are constantly trying to find a new angle on stories that have been told before, and this is a new angle. I don't understand why we can't approach it with some tempered curiosity and just see what the show is all about before we condemn it. Yes, tempered curiosity like that. I like that adaptation. Story being a real story is what intrigued me. Period, point blank. Well said. A black woman writing, a black woman directing with a crew and cast of dedicated black creators. Let their stories and work come to light. There are so many stories to tell. We love that you are here to support that and providing resources for us. Keke responded, and will continue my best to do so. Thank you for the support, truly. All those black people and they still prioritize a non-black to be on screen makes you think, okay? Yeah, let's work the blacks and put the Asian as the star of the show. Laughing my bleep of work the blacks is insane. We're actors who get paid and well taken care of on set. She has written 3 other shows starring all black people before this. Why don't y'all go watch those since this one makes you so angry? Where is the support on those? Right. LOL. You got paid to work for an Asian. You got paid to uplift an Asian. Your first big break will be because of an Asian. Nobody gives a bleep about it. Sounds like slave labor. My God. Girl, you must be bored. Go start a black-owned business and get you some attention. You desperately are seeking. You think you pro-black, but you're tearing down a black woman's network. I haven't even watched now one show from KeyTV and the leads are black, but you're hearing about the network now. Troll, spend your energy educating yourself, Miss French Fry. Oh. And as you can see, they're still going at it. I'm only reading these comments and showing them just to prove that, yes, the backlash was and is still there to the point where Keke had to set up the camera and release that video because it's worse than this. They are going at it in the comment section, chat. The screenwriter responded, "Thank you so much for always championing and supporting me and creators in general. You've given us a platform to showcase a variety of different stories, and for that we are beyond grateful. You are the woman you say you are, period." Okay? And then go ahead and read Keke response. You do have some positive comments. Spoken like a true boss, may you continue to be blessed to bless others, Keke. This is a powerful message. Thank you to you and KeyTV Network for giving creatives a space to showcase their talents and ideas in time. We're getting a show from paper to screen, whether it be social or big screen, is rare. And Keke responded, "Thank you for always collaborating with us and sharing your gifts. You are beyond appreciated." KeyTV, a safe place to create and grow. Thank you for being a real boss and for shining light on people who would have remained in the dark. Honored to be key maker. Keke responded, "Love you always. Can't wait for that other thing we have cooking up. I haven't forgotten." As a black woman director, all I've heard my entire career is no and can't. Then Nakia and Keke came along, and 3 projects later, the opportunities they've entrusted me with have opened doors I once thought were absolutely impossible to access. All right, and go ahead and read the rest, basically telling them thank you and generosity and forever grateful. And of course, Keke responded, "My Shayla, you deserve, and it brings me so much joy to have been here with you from the beginning. We will continue to grow together and champion one another as we take on these different roles and different visions. It's a blessing to be a part of this movement." Okay. So even though you had the positive comments that I read, okay, because I want to basically show the balance that yes, there's a backlash, but there's still people that are positive and people telling her thank you for the opportunity. You still have comments like, in this current climate where they are snatching funding and literally trying to erase our schools, we have a responsibility to amplify our own stories and perspectives now more than ever. And we are centering the perspective of an Asian girl rocking bamboo earrings. Is this not a bit tone deaf, Keke? And this person responded, I'm actually shocked they thought to make this ish, okay? I wish I could admire your inability to read a room. Not unfollowing because Harriet would have left her behind. My goodness. Not gonna lie, there are so many other more meaningful and impactful stories done by Black creatives that deserve support and backing. We can respect her hard work and dedication to the craft and still feel like this just missed the mark. Hashtag very disappointing. And I'll be focusing on those instead of miss. Oh my gosh. And when I say they are not letting up, they are not letting up. I mean, they are even writing in all caps, as you can see. So there you have it. Keke responded. Hopefully she's gonna, stand in it because they've already invested their money, their time, and all of that, and that people will give the show a chance. But this is social media where people get to voice their opinion. I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.